How did Das Kapital change through its many translations? Imagine trying to share a complex idea across different languages and cultures. That's exactly what happened with Karl Marx's Das Kapital. As it traveled from German to many other languages, it didn't stay exactly the same. Each translation added new layers and sometimes shifted the focus of Marx's ideas. This process shaped how people around the world understood the roots of communist thought and Marxist theory. When Marx first published the work in German in 1867, he was still working on it. He kept revising and improving it over the years. In 1872, he released a new German edition that included his own updates, especially on the theory of value. This meant that the version readers in Germany saw was not exactly the same as the original. It reflected Marx's ongoing thinking and clarifications. Marx was very involved with the French translation. Starting in 1872, he worked closely with translator Joseph Roy. He didn't just approve the translation, he actively rewrote parts of it. Marx added and changed sections to make sure the French version captured his ideas clearly. He believed this version had its own scientific value and should be read alongside the German original. Because of his efforts, the French edition became a key text for spreading Marxist ideas in France and beyond. It also served as the basis for translations into 7 other languages, helping to spread communist thought worldwide. Marx also supervised a Russian translation, which was the first to appear. He praised the Russian translators and saw their work as important for revolutionary movements in Russia. This translation helped bring Marx's ideas to Russian workers and revolutionaries, shaping their fight against Tsarism. English translations came later. The first major one was in 1887, translated by Samuel Moore and Edward Aveling under Friedrich Engels's supervision. Engels edited the German text to match what he thought Marx wanted. This meant some parts were cut or changed. For nearly 100 years, this version was the main English edition. In 1976, Ben Fowkes made a new translation based on the last German edition Marx approved. He restored some of the original sentences that Engels had removed and used modern English. This version was more faithful to Marx's words, but some subtle ideas still got lost in translation. More recently, scholars like Paul Reiter and David North have worked on translations based on the second German edition. They aim to stay true to Marx's original language and ideas, making the work clearer for modern readers. These different versions show how translating Das Kapital is not just about words but about how ideas are communicated and understood. The challenge with so many translations is that each one can highlight different parts of Marx's theory. Some editions emphasize the economic analysis, while others focus on the social and political ideas. Because of this, different groups of people might understand Marx's work in slightly different ways. The choices made during translation influence how Marxist theory develops in different countries and how revolutionary movements interpret capitalism and class struggle. In the end, Das Kapital's many translations show that it is a living work. It has evolved as it moved across languages and cultures. Each version reflects the translator's understanding and the context of its time. For anyone studying Marxist theory or the roots of communist thought, recognizing these differences helps us see how ideas are shaped and shared worldwide. It reminds us that even the most influential texts are not fixed. They grow and change as they reach new audiences.